talking about when to add another sibling, and you're thinking, wait.
Holy hell, I am not ready for another child.
I'm either A, pregnant and adding a sibling, as I am, or B, I just gave birth and there's no way that anything's going in to create another sibling.
Get ya?
So we are just talking about it because you and Jeff have kind of...
Yeah, we have desire, the strong desire for a third. Definitely is age.
Yeah,
an age situation with me pressing in that makes my desire to have one a little bit more of an immediate thing. In that I am over the age of 35, actually going towards 36. So that's awesome. Anyways, so any doctor will tell you that you are aged at that point, nearly put out to pasture, and you need to start really like...
Okay, that just sucks. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, I've told this story before, though, how I went to the specialist with the twins, and I was not there to see them because I had twins, but because I was over the age of 35. Decrepit and aged, we need to monitor you as you carry these babies, because you might just literally spontaneously...
Geriatric pregnancy.
Seriously. So that's a huge issue, right?
Yeah.
So you need to take that into account.
Yeah.
But with us, you know, we take into account how old the boys are as well. I don't want a whole lot of age separating them.
Yeah.
And I think any of you who are out there and you're in the midst of caring for infant or infants, you realize it's such a distinct time of your life.
Yeah.
And you really do sacrifice a lot as a mom, what you give up to allow them to be infants and to get them through that stage. That I just think, let's add another one in it. Let's just get through this phase altogether, because the thought of...
We're going to power through.
Well, seriously though, the thought of those boys going to kindergarten and me finally going, oh, I've got so much time to myself, and then having a baby is like, kill me again. You know?
Yes, I agree with you.
I want to do it together.
Yeah.
But that being said, there's a wise way of making these decisions, correct?
Okay, so let me just... So you and Jeff want this. The question is the timing.
Absolutely.
And let us just say that it's also God's timing.
Always.
Let's reframe it. It's opening yourself up to the possibility of actively trying, therefore opening yourself up to, if it happens this month or it happens in 9 months, we're opening ourselves up to that possibility without a time constraint, so to speak. And that being said, I got pregnant both on my first tries.
Lucky you, by the way.
I know. So mine are just under 2.5 years apart. And I think that there is an age, and this is different for every woman, where they feel as though they've lost their babies.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me explain. My mom always says, because I'm the first of 4, the first 3 of us, the last one was a surprise, the first 3 of us are 3 years apart, and she always felt like around 2.5 that she had lost her baby, and they were independent and and she still wanted to keep going. So that's the age span. There are some women who are like, I felt like I lost my baby as soon as they took their first step, and so I felt like I wanted to have another one. When you feel like, oh, I kind of lost my baby, that's when like that little heart prick starts.
And that's what it is. I mean, I think at the end of it all, when you want another child, I think it's a heart prick more than anything. I don't know if it's really your ultimate desire of what you saw your family to be, and some of it is that. Yeah, sure. But I think a little bit is that loss of that baby's gone, and you just want to hold on to that moment or hold on to those.
Completely. And you're not holding on to it with a child that's still in diapers at like 5 years old. Okay, so let's just assume that. So it really, the other point of being is your health. Obviously, you're going to take your health into consideration. You're going to take your age into consideration. And you're going to take your husband into consideration. Men are concerned about family in a different way than you're concerned about family. So really hear your husband. And unless you are like on the same page, I love what you and Jeff are doing.
What are we doing?
When you... Let me refresh our memory.
We got a lot of stuff we're doing now.
She said... So Jeff and I have decided if we're on the same page for a solid week, then we can stop trying.
It really is though. Babies are hard, people. Twins are hard. And literally I'll wake up one day and it's like, I just want another one so bad. And within 12 hours, it's shot to hell. I don't even want to think about another one. Literally, it's been a joke in our house where Jeff will look at me and go, you want another one now? And it's like, no. So we both have to wake up for 7 days straight and both say, yes, I want another baby for 7 days together.
And if one of you doesn't,
we start
then the
over.
Clock starts over again. And I think that just, I mean, really even 7 days is a really shallow time period to be comfortable with a major decision like this. But you guys haven't even made it like past like 3 days.
Oh, we haven't made it past 24 hours. Yeah, I'm serious. and why we're even discussing this on a video seems so ridiculous if we have not made it past 24 hours being a joined unit on, yes, we should do this.
Well, it's like anything. It's like anything. Like, I want a bigger house. Well, you're not going to go today and say, hello, I'd like a bigger house. Right. You're going to look at all the options. You're going to weigh it. You're going to feel it out. You're going to say, are my motives true? Are my intentions true? Am I doing it on a selfish motive? Yeah. Or am I doing it because I really do want to expand my family and that we can do it?
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it. It's a heavy, heavy decision. That being said, some of you are just getting knocked up like crazy. And aren't you fantastically capable of whatever is in your life?
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend who has 3 into 3.
Oh my gosh.
And no twins.
Is she crazy?
She just gets pregnant really easily.
I mean, but mentally, is she starting to lose it because of the 3 and 3?
Well, yeah, of course.
See, because that's one of my biggest things, and that's what we have to talk about in talking about this. There's obviously wise ways of making the decision, but we got to talk about some of the, I don't necessarily want to say some of the downfalls or some of the non-perks of having a lot of kids, but my marriage is important to me. It is important to me to be a good wife to my husband and to still maintain the things that we like doing together. We had hit on it briefly, but talking about the end of the road too. Do I want to be 60 years old when my last child is going to college? Not so much.
Maybe not.
No, I mean, I just don't. I don't want to wait to that point for my husband to retire. I don't want to work him into the grave because we've got all this stuff to take care of.
Yeah.
As women, I think we dream and we dream and we make plans before it's anywhere close to fruition, but this is how we see our life. So most of the time you are really grappling with reality. No, this is in reality what it's going to look like.
It's what I think it should be versus what is.
Yeah. And being okay for the is to be the is. For it all to be different than you saw in your mind and still be as beautiful as you ever hoped it would be.
I know.
It's just hard.
It's hard. It's a terrible disease that our gender struggles with. From the beginning of at 5 years old when you're like, I'm going to marry Prince Charming. Hope you like this video. I know it totally depends on where you are. And it depends on where, your husband is at the same time. But like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. In Between Friends. You can visit our blog at www.inbetweenfriends.com for just a tad bit more. Comment below if you have any questions for us or if you have any suggestions on what you thought about before you added another child. Until next post, ladies, we hope you're well.
See ya.